So in this AWS course, what we would be learning is that the development would be everything happening in the AWS, not with either jQuery or something. So you can do this from Java and everything, like from Java or Python. Python has a separate library called as Boto3, from which you can do the development. So overall, the uh, main point of this course is to know about the different AWS services that AWS offers. So by using these services, you will be able to provision these servers, or you would be able to find out the logs in the server, and also like there are serverless which will help the developers to improve their productivity without managing about the servers. And there are lots of stuff. So for running an application, what are the required services? Everything that on an on-premises data center, you have everything that in the cloud. So cloud is the now a new revolution that it is happening. So for that purpose, we will be going with the AWS services all. So we will be going through that. And before that, I would like to give a demo on AWS cloud, and so that you will be able to easily understand. So before the evolution of cloud, so how the scenario would be is, let's assume like there is one e-commerce website. So before the evolution of the cloud, so we will discuss about cloud later. One person want to host his business or run his e-commerce application, any kind of application. So it might be an e-commerce website, or it can be like whatever be the application if you want to run. So for that he requires some servers. So at the end of the day, whatever the code you write, that must be running on the servers itself. So for these servers, what the people used to do is that they used to have something called as the on-premises data center. So they used to have a data center, and whenever there is a requirement, they used to take the server from this data center. So all these data centers will be containing a lot of servers here. Here you will be having a lot of servers over here. So the thing is like, let's assume like we are using some, let's assume like this is a website called as amazon.in, or some e-commerce website. So let's assume the scenario like if amazon.in is using a on-premises data center where it is hosting its entire application. So people or customers who try to connect to amazon.in, their request would be going to the on-premises data center. So what happened is like, let's assume this scenario like daily the customers count for amazon.in would be like, let's assume like 1 million customers would be hitting the website daily. They announced a sale for some around 3 days. So in 3 days they are providing very deep discount sale. The number of customers who will be hitting this website will definitely increase because of the sale. So assume like this 1 million users or 1 million requests would be handled by these servers in the data center. So suddenly if there is a sale for these 3 days, let's take the scenario, then let's assume like instead of 1 million, you are getting like a 2 million requests, or 2 million users are hitting your website because on these 3 days. So at this point of time, the load on your servers will be increasing. So the load on the your servers will be increasing. So your servers will not be capable enough of giving the proper response to the user. So because these servers will not handle this huge amount of requests. So these servers were ideally been created only to handle 1 million requests. So but since the traffic has gone to 2 million, it is not able to handle. So the servers, the efficiency will be decreased. So that will impact the customer. So customer will be facing some down, not a good user experience when he visits this website. So obviously if that is impacting the business, definitely what business owner will never be happy if anything that technically has impacting his business, right? So this is one limitation that we are having with the on-premises data center. So this is only one of the limitation. And for example, when you are hosting your data centers, what you require is that you also require to set up the network and everything. So you need a physical hardware or a location where you want to place your data center. So and also you need some engineering members who need to manage these servers. So frequent updates would be required for these all these servers. And also like you cannot keep the servers or the hardware just like that. So it requires some certain temperature, so that at that point only the performance of the servers would be optimal. So would be very much optimal only at some certain at certain temperature. For this again you need to provide some infrastructure. So you need to keep the room or the data center with some correct temperature, so then only you will be having a servers perform very optimal.